SwoleBenji here. Today I'm going to show you the fastest way to gain fame in the entire game. This is a brand new patch, brand new fastest way to gain fame method. So let's begin with the build, and I will explain why we are using this build, because this method does require danger. You can die and lose your stuff, but fortunately for us, and there's a person spinning in front of me, we will be using the cheapest possible set. So if we die, it's not a big deal because we will get this amount of money back in just a few kills in just a few minutes, and I'm going to show you all of that in just a bit. So let's get started with the cost of the build. Now, if I mouse over my estimated market value here, which it doesn't seem to be working, I'll do it individually. Now, this says it's estimated at 18,000. That's incorrect. It's really more about 13,000, but right now people aren't using runes to upgrade weapons. They're just selling upgraded weapons. And apparently this person's a fan. Cool. Alright, so Scholar Cow is really just about 1,000. The Druid Robe here is really only about 2,000. Alright, so don't be deceived. And this one is only about 1,000. Of course, the mount's going to be 11,000. All in all, this should be about 30,000 or less silver. Something you can easily get. We're not using food. We're not using potions. We're not using a cape. And you can use a bag if you want more silver. I would recommend it. I'm going to talk about that here in just a bit, but let's get into the build. You're going to be using the bolt casters with explosive bolt, sunder shot, and the passive well prepared. For Druid Robe, you will use obsessive burst with aggression. For the helmet, you can use energy shield if you want, or force field and aggression. And then for the boots, you're going to use giant or toughness, okay? Giant and toughness. Now, I want to show you something here. We're only using 4.1, and look at my item power. 1,180, okay? So when I show you the next set of footage, remember this number, 1,180 item power, alright? Now let's cut to the area that we will be farming. Alright, here we are on the test realm. Now the test realm, I can only access tier 8 gear, but here's the cool thing, right? I have scaled down my spec level to match that of a 4.1 bolt caster, okay? So you'll see here that my item power, well, it's a little bit, let me just fix that real quick. We're gonna actually go lower. I do believe it leveled up a couple times since I've been playing, so we're just gonna knock that back down to level 1. So let me just take it off, put it back on. The item power is now 1,177, all right? So we are actually slightly weaker than using the 4.1 that I just showed you on the live realm. Now here's what we're going to be doing with this specific setup, okay? We're going to go into the black zone, into a tier 6 or 7 zone. I'm in a tier 7 zone to show you that this is completely possible. Also, I have lowered the spec of all of my armor to match that of someone that just has specialty in one armor set, okay? So this is not me using tier 8 gear to flex on, you know, tier 7 mobs. This is the same power level that I am on the live realm, and that you can do this too. What you're going to do is ride around in the black zone, preferably in a zone that has one of these little chests, so that when you get loot, you can store it, but you're going to be looting so much silver off these dead mobs that it's going to completely pay for your set, and even if you do die from gankers, or someone comes along and executes you, you will not be at a loss. Alright, so this is basically how the build works. You're going to dismount near the mob at basically max range, make sure that there's no enemy nameplates around, and you're going to cast your armor. You're going to shoot the ground with explosive bolt, then you're going to use giant, then energy shield, then sunder shot, and then death ward climax. Now the enemy will hit you, but you will be big and you will be shielded, so you're not going to take much damage. And your W into E is going to deal most of the mob's HP, not all of it, but this is what it looks like, okay? Now, I don't have premium on the test realm, so you're going to see the raw values, and I don't have a satchel equipped, so you're going to see just how much we get from this one mob. And this mob here has a round circle underneath it, so it's a mini boss. But if it has a spiky circle underneath it, it is a big boss, and those are worth way, way more, okay? But let me just show you just this mob here, how easy it is to kill. Now, this is an archer. He's going to stun me. He's going to deal a lot of damage. So here we go. Armor into shoot ground, into F, D, W the mob, and then E the mob. And he's going to immediately start shooting me with the ground AoEs. Then I'm just going to spam Q on him while dodging. So I'm going to dodge that. I'm going to press spacebar to auto attack. I'll move out of the way of that. I'm going to cast my W when it's up and cast my Qs when it's up. Now you can see I'm taking a lot of damage here. And there we go. We got 45,000 combat fame. Now check out the loot here. Look at this silver. Watch. 9,000 silver. Now that's going to be about 12 or 13,000 with premium, and then we got some loot. We got a tier 7 cape and a book. So immediately we have 58,000. If I went back to town, I could buy 2 more sets immediately, right? Not counting the silver we got, but also that combat fame that we just got. Okay, that combat fame is worth an entire tier 5 yellow zone dungeon. One whole dungeon by killing a single mob. And that is without premium, okay? So all you gotta do now is run around and find mobs that are either glowing, like see how they have this purple, yellow, teal mist around them? They will be different colors depending on the mob type. But you wanna find mobs that are glowing or have circles under them and then just kill them. And all you gotta do is dismount, like I said. We're going to be casting our armor, shoot the ground, grow, shield, W into E. Now, the archers are actually pretty difficult. Most mobs aren't this hard. These are the harder mobs, and I wanted to show you what it's like to fight the harder mobs. You do have to do a little bit of dodging, but because we are ranged, we got plenty of room. And then I'm just going to mount up and leave. So I got 12,000 from the regular mob, and then I de-aggroed this guy. I can run up, loot the silver, get back on them. Look at that's another 3,000, okay? And if you want to use food, potions, and a cape, you can. And it's going to make things much easier or even higher tier gear. I am using the equivalent of a 4.1 bolt casters right now, so I am dirt cheap. But if you want to be using stronger gear for faster gains, you can go right ahead and do that. So I'm going to repeat the same thing to this guy now. Just armor, shoot ground. I don't have my growth up, so I'm just going to not deal as much damage, and that's fine. He's going to do his little stun arrow again. And look at that, we almost completely killed him. So we killed them, 12,000 fame, and another 3,000 silver. That's going to be 4,500 silver with premium, and that's going to be way more fame. I'm going to show you how to calculate fame, especially if you're using combat fame later on in the video. But you just ride around the zone, avoid other players, and you just down these monsters, okay? There's going to be tons of them in the zones. The black zones have been very empty lately. Even with this new patch, they're not going to be super filled. Now, you can see here that we have a spiky circle underneath this guy, but he is around a lot of dangerous mobs, so it's very risky to fight him. So I'm just going to not fight that one. Remember, you just want to choose your battles. You just want to be able to dismount, snipe enemies quickly, and then get up and go to the next set, okay? And that's pretty much it. Like, we can kill this little soldier here. You can just dismount and wait on my cooldowns, which are only 5 seconds now instead of 10. That's new to the patch. So again, armor, shoot ground, grow, shield, W into E. And then he's gonna, by the time he runs over here, hopefully he doesn't do a stun attack. Look at that. And we've grown big, so we take half damage. We have that shield, so we take another basically half damage. That's 12,000, 3k silver, and another book. So we're almost at 100,000 silver already. That's without premium. And we're getting a lot of level ups here because I'm technically at 1 spec for the video purpose. If you are high spec and using higher weapons, these things melt immediately. And you just rinse and repeat each mob, okay guys? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up a time lapse, and we're going to calculate exactly how much fame per hour doing this is. So let me get that ready, and I will see you in just a bit. Alright, so let me give some context before we get started here. In order to calculate the fame per hour, we are not using a satchel, we are not using premium, we will do those calculations afterward. Also, in order to get fame credits, I have auto respec on, and I did have to max out everything I'm wearing. However, I did not unequip and re-equip these, so I will not actually receive this item power or health or armor boosts that these items will give. As you can see, my health is still the same as the previous recording, okay? Also, to note, in the guild treasury, I have 0 silver, and I have the tax set at 100%, so all the silver I'm looting will go straight into there, and we will see how much we earn, and I'm only going to do this for 10 minutes, okay? And in that 10 minutes, I'm going to speed up the footage so you don't have to sit here and watch me grind out mobs, and we're going to see how much fame credits we earn, multiply that by 2, which is the lowest it converts for weapons, and then, well, no, but first we'll multiply that by 90%, because 50% from premium, 40% from a flat tier 4, what are these bags called? They are these bags right here, the Satchel of Insight, and these were buffed for the patch. So today, guys, 40% earnings on just the flat 4, okay? It's crazy. How much does the tier 8 give? The tier 8 probably gives way, way more, but you wouldn't wear a tier 8 out here, okay? Just to let you know. I'm just curious. Tier 8 is 61. Yikes. So it looks like a 20% from every 4. So you can get even more with a tier 8.3 masterpiece, but you would never ever bring that to the black zone. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and hide this now, and we are going to get started, and I will speed this part up for you right now. Alright, and that is about 10 minutes of just random farming. I didn't even circle around and only single out bosses. I simply just killed everything I came across mostly. Now, like I said, the item power still has not updated because I have not taken these off and put them back on. So let me prove that real quick. We're at 2,355 HP. I'm going to take this off, put it back on. We're now at 2,706. Same goes with the Boltcaster's attack power, okay? So let's see. Of all the loot we got, you would have to actually survive and get this back to town. We made 347,000 silver. And these values are pretty much on par with the values of the live servers. So each one of these is worth about 30,000. You can see that it's showing 29,000. This tier 4 sword is only worth 2,000. And these runes are only worth about 65. So this is a fresh test server, so the values, the market values of all these items are correct. Alright. Now, let's see how much we earned just by picking up silver. We earned 148,000. And now, this is without premium. Guys, this is without premium. So with premium, you will receive 50% more silver. So that would be 75. So this would be 225,000 silver in 10 minutes, guys. So you times that by 6. That's over 1 million an hour in just pure silver. Pure spendable, immediate spendable silver. And for those that haven't noticed, because I did speed up the footage, this territory, it's only a tier 6 zone. I'm in a tier 6 zone. I did a little switcheroo on you. I showed off the tier 7 zone that it is possible, but most people, maybe you're not good at the game, maybe your spec isn't high enough, this is a tier 6 black zone, okay? So not only are we making over 1 million an hour in just raw, spendable, immediately spendable silver, you also get plenty of silver in loot if you make it back home with it. If not, that's fine. Now let's look at our fame credits, okay? How much fame credits did we earn? So we started at 565 million because, again, this is the test realm. And then let me type ending here. All right, so that would be 566, 945, 162. Now let me pull out a calculator. Okay, we're gonna do 566, 945, 162. Let's see, and then minus would be 565. 927 666. So this means we earned a million fame credits. That's without premium. Okay, so earned. This is in 10 minutes. In just 10 minutes. Okay, this is insane. I didn't think it'd be this high. This is stupid. Wait, no, I'm sorry. It's 1 million. Yeah, there we go. 1,017,496. Now, here's the cool thing, too. With premium, let's do a little calculation. With premium, I'm going to take this number, and then we're going to plus 50%. So that would be, let's see, 1,526,244 fame credits. This is fame credits, okay? And then with premium and T4 flat satchel, okay, so that would be 90%. So we're going to take 1017496 plus 90%, and that is this number right here. And we're going to take off that fraction there. And then we're going to multiply that for fame. So this would be fame earned. Jeez, isn't that crazy, okay? So this is going to be our hourly value, and then we're going to multiply this times 6, because that was only 10 minutes. Oh my god, look at this. Fame per hour. This game is just completely borked. Okay, so we finally figured it out. The fame per hour for doing this, what I just showed you, 23,198,908. Oh, jeez. Okay, for those that don't know, the fame per hour in the old, before the patch, soloing group dungeons was like 3 to 4 million an hour? This is... This is stupid! There's no way this doesn't get nerfed. This is gonna get nerfed, guys. So do this while you can. This is ridiculous. This is more fame per hour than anything in the game ever. I think this beats, in-game hardcore expedition farming. I don't know because I've never been allowed to do it. I'm gate-kept by the community, okay? So, I'm SwoleBenji, thanks for watching. As always, be a bro and stay swole. I hope this Albion video suits you. This method is just too good. The silver is too good. There's no risk. You're risking, what was it, 30,000 silver in gear to do this. You're risking 30,000 silver in gear. And you immediately make it back as you kill a few enemies. This is stupid. This is really dumb. Anyway, guys, I'll see you in the next video.